Yeah, giant pink slugs, as you said, about 20 centimetres long, only found on the top of Mount Capitar, near Narrabri in northern inland New South Wales.
This is bizarre. I mean, paint us a picture of the region that they're found in.
Mount Capitar is a national park about 30 kilometres east of Narrabri. It's about 400 kilometres north of Sydney. It's an old volcano. The top of the mountain at an elevation of about 1,500 metres is covered in snow gums. And on cool, wet, misty mornings, the place is covered in giant pink slugs.
How many giant pink slugs?
On a good morning, you can walk around and see hundreds of them, but only in that one area.
So how far, roam's probably the wrong word, but how far do they roam?
They're pretty much stay-at-home sort of animals. They'll spend the day hiding in the leaf litter at the base of the trees, and then at night they come out and they climb up into the treetops and feed on algae and mosses and things growing on the tree trunk. And then in the morning you see them all trundling back down the trunk again and hiding back in the leaf litter.
Now, I know you've sent us some photos, and I appreciate that, and we will share a picture via the blog. We'll link to it via Facebook. But what do we know about these slugs, other than that they're pink and 20 centimetres long?
What we know is that they are relics of the old Gondwana land, back in the days when Australia was joined to New Zealand and South America and India and Africa. So these giant pink slugs, they've got relatives along the east coast of Australia. They've also got relatives living in New Guinea, New Caledonia and New Zealand.
And they're pink?
These ones are pink, yep.
Bright pink?
As bright pink as you can imagine, that's how pink they are.
And then to boot, you've got cannibal snails.
Yeah, Mount Capitar is unusual for this part of the world. We've actually got 3 different species of cannibal snail found at Mount Capitar, and they're ferocious little fellas. They hunt around on the forest floor, pick up the slime trail of another snail and hunt them down and gobble them up.
Have you seen a cannibal snail eat another snail?
I'm glad to say I haven't seen that. It sounds like it'd be a fairly bloodthirsty thing, but by what I've heard, they actually follow the other poor snail inside his shell, so there's no getting away from them. So
the shell, which will protect a snail from just about anything, won't protect it from another snail?
No. Sad to say, but the cannibal snails are very good at eating other snails.
And you've got 3 species of them there?
Yes, yeah.
Do the cannibal snails go each other as well?
I think they wouldn't draw the line at eating each other.
Wow. I'm just thinking, World Championship snail wrestling or something, Now, it's a national park, so it's a protected ecosystem?
It is a protected ecosystem. The top of Mount Capitar, as well as being part of Mount Capitar National Park, most of the area is also declared wilderness, so it's got the highest level of protection that we can possibly give it. And
is this just like a little elevated outcrop that, because of its elevation, gets cooler and wetter weather than other parts of the same region?
Yeah, Mount Capitar is sitting in the northwest plains of northern inland New South Wales, so it's surrounded by dry plains. The top of the mountain, the temperature there will be usually about 10 degrees cooler than the surrounding plains. Yes, it receives a lot more rainfall, and it also receives occasional snow.
And what role do your fluorescent pink slugs and your cannibal snails play in an ecosystem like this?
Like all native snails, they've all got a part to play. They're food for other birds and animals, and they have an important part to play in breaking down leaf litter into the soil so that plants can grow again. So they're recycling nutrients.
Well, I was stunned when I heard about cannibal snails and fluorescent pink slugs. I thought someone was having a lend of me. I'm delighted to say that is not the case, that these are real, that they do exist, and long may they continue to thrive up there at Mount Capitar.
Well, I'd encourage anybody who's interested to visit Mount Capitar and have a look. It's a beautiful place. To be up there in the morning, on a misty morning with the snow gums and the pink slugs is fantastic. There's lots of beautiful things to do there, lots of good bushwalks, camping, cabins to stay in. I'd encourage people to go and have a look.
And you'll show them around?
Someone here will show them around.
Good stuff. Michael, thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
Michael Murphy, National Parks and Wildlife Service Ranger.